Hello and welcome everybody. This is kind of an unplanned video because as you can see we have the camera boom and with a box of cards. Pretty cool, huh? Money behind us. What's up with that? I don't know. But on the screen you can see this one to the right, not the camera. This was an eBay auction that I was looking at, and I've been kind of just watching eBay over the past, like, I don't know, week or so, and just kind of buying things that I felt were too low or that I kind of wanted to, like, take chances on, I guess. This was one of them. Honestly, I expected this to be fully picked through. I expected it to be not worth the money. For as low as it was going, I honestly expected not to really make the value. However, the only reason I bought this was because of the sealed product down at the bottom left. These things. I honestly, there was only like a minute or two left, so my decision was kind of abrupt, a little too quick, but it actually worked out. But anyways, I looked at these and I'm like, I've never seen them before. They're back from the auction. Said something like it says something like my collection from 2012 to 2015 or 2016, something like that. And it said everything. They said in the auction listing, they said, I don't know what I have. I don't really have the time to go through it, but this is like the generic stuff. Like they had a sealed product, and then they had cards from 2012, some older cards, but not that many, and then some all the way to the newer cards. And honestly, a lot of times when you see those kind of listings, yeah, they're kind of sketch because, I mean, nobody knows what they have. Of course, you know, they definitely didn't go through and pick everything out that was worth a lot of money and then list it like this and go, you could get anything. You can get Black Lotus. I don't know, just the way the auction was listed. There was something about it, mainly the sealed product, that it was so cheap that I was just like, I'll give it a shot. It's been a while since I've bought a collection like this. And the way that it was organized, the way the cards looked pretty new, you can see some wear and tear. So I was like, okay, it could be legit. I saw that there was rarities on the right hand side, and yeah, that was mainly the reason why I bought it. I figured by the end of the auction, it was up to like $73. And the guy estimated like 1,800 or 2,000 cards roughly, based on like these count boxes, because they do give you how many count each box is. And actually, it's funny enough, in the auction he didn't even show these in the picture, but he did include these random 2 deck boxes, which I thought was interesting. They do have decks in them, not like complete great decks or anything, but they had stuff in them. But anyways, without further ado, that's why I bought it. Further ado. It was interesting, and I wanted to kind of bring you through the journey. I did already look through it. Honestly, the only reason I'm making this video is because obviously it's good. So I'm not gonna waste. I didn't want to waste time like digging through all the comments on uncommons and trying to figure out what was what. Basically, I mean, I'll show you like through. There was these kind of cards here where they had a lot of land, a lot of tokens, but mixed through them. It was almost like the person like bought packs of cards, and then maybe at the time they weren't worth money, or maybe I don't know what it was. All I know is they bought like packs of cards and they were in the order that they were opened. Like it would be like common, uncommon, rare, land or token, and then just repeat. And that was through like this main section here. And there were some cards that were really good. Some of the cards were really good, and I don't think they were good back in the day, but they're good now. But yeah, like this, there's 4 boxes of these kind of like loaders. There was 2 deck boxes. Oh god, almost dropped one of them. And a lot of them were uncommon uncommons. A lot of them were tokens, and there was a lot of land. But honestly, it's fine. This is all commons. Another reason why I bought this was because this is kind of when I played Magic a lot. It was like 2012, 2013, 2014, and I was kind of hoping to get some of those like cards that I had sold away for you know, dirt cheap back then. I was kind of hoping to get some of them back, kind of like that kind of deal. So I took a gamble. It ended up selling for $116, and that includes shipping. It was a bit more than I anticipated, but I was fighting over somebody else at the last like 10 seconds. I ended up going to like, I think I put like 90 as max bid at like 5 seconds remaining, and it was at like 70-ish, and then the guy bid on it up to 85, and then I won. So that was pretty cool. So like I said, some of these were actual like full-on like decks, like they had like sleeves and everything. Evolving Wilds. There was like a really cool like I don't know, they looked like the good dude wanted to do some kind of zombie deck. It looked like maybe he had a zombie deck, and then there was the well, that's actually the good cards. This zombie. What was it? What is in this one? Is this all the yeah, okay. So these are some of the sealed product. So they did come. This stack here, this was like the stack that I pulled out when I was going through. Hold. We'll switch over here. So these were the rares that I ended up getting in the whole set here, and they're pretty good rares. None of them are like worth tons of money or anything, but these are all rares. A couple basic lands, full art Zendikar lands, original Zendikar, some foil, random foil. There's a couple dollar rares in here. There's a lot of them that aren't. A lot of them are quarters or 50 cents or whatever. Some promo Angel Gloria's Rise. We've got some foil, some random foil rares. Vampire, Dusk Mantle Seer, Vampire, maybe Crimson Vow makes him better. It is a mythic, so I don't know. You never know. I would say, like, if I were to spend $116 on just this stack here, I would have been a bit disappointed, obviously. But that's the risk you take. Honestly, this was a risk. There was no details on what was in the auction or anything, so honestly, this would have been about what I expect with these kind of auctions. Them saying, we don't know what we have, and definitely didn't go through and pick all the good stuff out. This is what I would expect from that kind of auction. But like I said, the main reason why I went through with it is because those sealed products, I didn't really know how much they were. I didn't have time to look them up, but I'm like, I don't know. Old sealed products seems to just sell, right? It just seems to sell. So I figured, you know, why not? My thought process was, even if they only sold for $20 a piece, there were 6 of them, so I think I put the max bid up to like 95, like I said before, 90 or 95, something like that. Sometimes when you go to buy something, setting your max bid a little too low is kind of like, it's kind of sad, because then you're like, if you miss it by like a couple of dollars, which I have done, I was just like, God, I could have just paid a couple more bucks and just maybe it would have been the hit. And then, dude, if I would have lost this, I mean, I would have never known, but I think I would have been kicking myself for sure. Even if I would have not known. Well, I might have told myself that it was a crap anyways. But yeah, these are all the less than $2 rares that I went through in the box and found. I mean, there's a big stack here. I mean, honestly, even if they were all $1, this is still probably over 100 cards. I can't really tell, but definitely a lot of cards here, and it just takes time for these cards to be worth money. Something will come out, something will break them. Predator Ooze is a classic card that I love. Back when I played in Dark Ascension, I played Standard, I played this card, and this card was honestly one of my favorite cards. It was so hard to get rid of back then. There was a lot of control decks near my meta where I was playing for TCG. I actually won tournaments with this card pretty often, honestly. It was great. But yeah, so these were all the less than $2 rares, and like I said, this is kind of what I would have expected when buying something blindly. But luckily, let me put these back in the box here. So that was not all of the rares. This stack here, this actually surprised me. All right. When I first saw these grave crawlers, I remember back in the day that they were worth money. I remember them being around $20, maybe more. I think they used to be real valuable. So I was just like, if these held their value or gone up in value, oof, we could have something here. So I started going through, and I found 1, then I found 2, then I found 3, then I found 4. I was like, okay, a full play set. Okay, a full play set of grave crawlers. Pretty good, right? I looked them up on TCG, and these are going for like $18 a piece. So these four alone, already good value, right? If you include all the commons and uncommons, all the bulk rares, even still $100 for all of that, not bad. But you know, obviously there's a big stack here, so we've got more. This was a good find, I think. Bloodghast, I think he's like $12. And then I saw these, and I'm like, ooh, Drolf's Rest Messenger. They also used to be worth a ton of money. That'd be pretty cool if there was like a playset of those. So I was like, okay. This one's a little chewed up. I don't know what happened there. A little ding, so light played, or I don't know if that's considered heavy play. It's kind of dinged up a bit, but not unsellable or anything. So I was like, okay. So there's probably, if he had 4 grave colors, there's probably 4 Drolf's Messengers, right? Or there's 5, or there's 6. There actually is 6. So then you're looking at that alone is, these are, oh, by the way, these are $18 or $17 a piece as of September 24th. So then you're looking at, okay, like this is the makings of a pretty good zombie deck. You have a little bit too many copies, but you can like sell these and do whatever. And then I didn't know this. Then this guy approached up, Mikaeus Unhollowed. Yeah, he's worth money. He's like $40. All right. So I saw one and I'm like, oh wow, okay. What if there's a playset of these? A zombie. It's the guy like to play zombies. I'm a zombie fan as well. So like this guy, me and this guy would probably get along. But yeah, so Mikaeus, I'm like, okay, $40. There's 2 of them in here. Is there 2 more than 2? No, just 2. But honestly, 2. I mean, it's $80 right here. Boom. This almost pays for everything. Insane. Then Cryptcast. These are like $10 a piece. Pretty amazing, honestly. I actually just bought one of these. Unfortunate, but then there's 2, and then you would expect, yeah, probably a playset, right? Yeah, playset. Pretty good. This guy, man after my heart, of course. Playing a lot of degenerate black creatures. And then Grimgrin. This is another one of those cards, zombie, of course, and he's also worth about $10. And not a playset of him, he's legendary, but there's 3 of them, so you know that's $30. Another pretty good value. Worldfire. This card just got unbanned. I don't know if it's spiked in value because of that, or if it was just always hanging around the $15 marker. Get some to drink here. If it's always been hanging around the $15 marker, or if it's just because it got unbanned, it might have spiked. I didn't check. I just kind of glanced at the prices. But yeah, pretty good. All right. Worldfire. So I think it was like $15. Rooftop Storm. Another one of those is zombie cards. This wasn't in a deck. It was, some of the cards were in the deck box, but they weren't like formed. Like some of the cards were kind of scattered all over the place. So it was really weird. It was like he was like trying to get the collection going, trying to like get all the zombies, but then just never got all of them. But yeah, Rooftop Storm. I think they're like $10. I got 2 of those. Summer Old Sage, a couple bucks, not that big a deal. I think this one also was a couple bucks. Same thing here. Champions of Lamholt. Quicksilver, I mean, I think it was like $7. Reverberate, a couple dollars. These Rest in Pieces, I think there's 2 of them. Yeah, 2 of them. They were, I think, $6 or $7 a piece. These are all original. Then you've got Thalia. Thalia is like almost approaching $10. We've got Gerard, another zombie, but different colors, so interesting. But I think he was like a couple bucks. Reverberate, couple dollars. Cranko Mob Boss, couple dollars. Drogskull Reaver, there's 2 of these, and I think they were like $5 a piece. Visions of Beyond, this was, I think it was about approaching 10. Glacial Fortress, I think it was like $5. Curse of Bloodletting, I kept seeing a couple of these. They were like, where are they? They were a couple dollars a piece. Nothing crazy. Whoops. Yeah, a couple dollars a piece for the Curse of Bloodlettings. Open the Vaults, a couple dollars, I believe. I don't actually remember this one, so I'm not 100% sure. Gyre Sage was up a couple dollars. Blasphemous Act, couple dollars. I think this was like $5. World Spine, I think was $8 or $9. Not too bad. Champion was, I think, only $2. So he barely met the threshold for what I figured was value. My thing of value is like if you're gonna buy bulk of something, if it's not worth more than like $2, it's not probably worth your time to like try to resell them if that's what you're trying to go for. That's my opinion. That's up to you guys, but that's how I was gonna go in valuing this. Another Thalia, so that was a $9. Cemetery Reaper, I think there was maybe a full playset. Yeah, so a full playset of Cemetery Reapers. I think these were a couple dollars a piece, maybe closer to $5. So that's like $20. Notion Tape was a couple dollars. This was like $5 for Shadowmoor. Random old card. A lot of these cards were in like Gate Crash and Cons of not Cons. We got Dark Ascension, Gate Crash, around that era. Innistrad. So I don't know. This one was a weird one. but it's worth a couple bucks. Vengeful Pharaoh, a couple dollars. This was also like $3. This token I know was worth money only because back in the day it was pretty rare, so I scammed it, a couple dollars. Woodland Cemetery, so some of the dual lands, not a ton, honestly. I expected more, only because of the caliber of the cards that were in here. So I really did expect to see more and more of these dual lands. So I'm not sure if maybe there was a bunch more and he did sell them either before or after or something like that. I don't know. It didn't seem like this was picked through. There's almost no way, but I don't know. So Woodland Cemetery, one of those. So they're a couple, I don't know, I think it's like $7 or $8. And then 2 Blood Crypts. These are one of the original Ravnica, not the original ones, but the Return to Ravnica reprints. So 2 Blood Crypts, and they're in good shape. So that's pretty cool. All these cards are honestly in really good shape, besides like the one Drops Messenger was all chewed up. That was all it. The rest of them are honestly in like really good condition. Rock's Faithmender, those are a couple dollars a piece. Nicol Bolas was like $15, so not too bad there. Progenitor Mimic, pretty good card, a couple bucks. Lord of the Void, again, a couple dollars there. This one surprised me, but it hasn't been reprinted in a while, so I'll foil one of these Elvish Mystics, and it's actually in really good condition. This one was like $10, but it's in mint. It's in like a pack fresh. Probably should put it in a sleeve, to be quite honest. I'll do that after here. Rakdos, Lord of Riots. I had 2 of these. I gave one to a buddy because he wanted it for Commander deck, so I just chucked it to him. Here you go, buddy. And then playset of Pack Rats. So all in all, I scanned in, like I said, only this stack, just this stack right here. This stack alone was over $600 in value. I mean, it was a gamble, and I guess it paid off. I mean, it was one of those, like I said, one of those auctions where I really thought that it was going to be one of those things that have been picked through, and you don't really have these that often, at least not that I remember. Maybe it's changed, but back when I was thinking about starting a card shop on my own, I was thinking about, like, I was going to go on, this is before I had a lot of money. I was basically just going to go on eBay and try to find auctions, and then like snipe them, and like try to find collections and buy them out at the real cheap, and then like resell them and whatnot. And I did like an online store and whatever. This was like 10 years ago, maybe longer than that. And I never really had too much luck. I think I bought like 1 or 2, and I like broke even, maybe made a little bit of extra money. I've never had this. I've never had like buy $100, spend $100, and you get like 6 times your money. So this is like, I figured I wanted to share it with you guys because this was like pretty awesome. And then also another cool thing that I was thinking, because I just started back into Magic within the last year, I had sold everything before. I did a fire sale. I did everything. I don't know. I sold everything. I sold it all for cheap. I almost gave away. I basically gave away all the commons on commons. I sold like all the bulk rare. Oh God, don't do that. Don't. If you like, okay, if you were to sell out right now, if you were to say I need to sell out, I need the money, sell this kind of stack. Anything over $2, sell that to somebody. That's going to be worth your money, and you might lose money down the road if those cards go up. But the reason why I say that is because a bulk rare could become valuable. It could really you'll get nothing for it right now. As long as you have the ability to store the cards, just store them away for now. You're not going to get anything for it. You might get $5 to $10 for like 1,000 rares. Like bulk rares are like nothing. So I know I sold cards that, and I know that a lot of people share the same thing, where you sold your old collection and all the bulk stuff. You just was like, I don't care about it. Because when you sell your collection like that, and if you're like me and you have done that, when you're in the middle of selling it like that, or in the process of selling it like that, you're just like, I'm done with the game. I don't really care. Like whatever, just I'll get whatever I can get and leave. And it helps to have the right mindset that, yeah, you sell this kind of stuff, the stuff that already has value, at least you'll get something for it. The bulk stuff, you're just giving away free money. As long as you can hold on to it, go down the road, even if it's 10 years down the road. A 50-cent card might turn into a $10 card or a $20 card when new things get printed, and the cards that used to be worth nothing are then worth money again. I don't know. I'm ranting at this point. Hope you guys enjoyed. This kind of stuff also, I've never really kept sealed product like this. I guess I didn't really show any of this kind of stuff, like what these were. So these are these weird, they're like planeswalker sets of some sort. Can I the glare? Okay, the glare. Here we go. We'll use these. We'll use the fat stacks of money to prop them up. I've got the Jace one as well, and then there's also like two more. I think there's a duplicate. There's a duplicate Jace and there's a duplicate Garuk. Don't have the black one, which is a bit annoying. If there is a black one, I don't know if there was. But yeah, these are the four that I got, and then I got two duplicates of these two. I don't know that they're worth money, like the cards in them. I don't know if they're actually worth anything. I did look on eBay. It looked like these were selling for $20 a piece, and that's what I assumed that they were selling for. When I first saw them, when I was like about to click like what I was willing to pay, my assumption was that each one of these were $20. So I was like, I'll spend $100, and even if all of the crap in there is not good, I said, you know what? The sealed product, like every other sealed product, it seems like in this day and age, I guess. And if Magic's taught me anything over the last couple of years, is that sealed product just continues to go up. And these might not even have anything in them. They might not even be worth money. They're probably not worth $20. I think it's just some people, they just want to have it, maybe remember it from their childhood, maybe they want to open it to have that, like, to relive that nostalgia. So I don't know. I thought it was fun. I probably will try to do more things like this because it is fun. I actually just recently spent a couple thousand, sounds crazy, but a couple thousand on sealed product for Flesh and Blood. And I know that that hasn't really been, I don't know if you guys are really interested in that, but if you guys are, there's a chance that I'll be opening probably 12 boxes or so of Monarch Unlimited. And then I have 8 boxes. And then I have 12 boxes of first edition Tales of Aria, which is like the new set from Flesh and Blood. But I figured I want to show you guys this, and then if you guys are interested in the Flesh and Blood stuff, I don't think I'll be opening the Flesh and Blood stuff, the Tales of Aria. I think that will be something that I throw in the closet, and then a year or two down the road, maybe sell when they're a few $1,000s a box. Because for some reason, if you look at every single first edition Flesh and Blood, they're limited print run. They only will sell only will print X amount of them, and once that's done, they're gone. I don't know if they'll continue to hold their value, but every single edition has done it. I'm just now learning this, so I figured I will try with Tales of Aria. It's a bit of an investment, but I think it's you have to believe in the product, and Flesh and Blood is a really good game. I would give it a shot if you're interested. You can buy one of the Blitz decks and give it a whirl, but that's for another video. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, this was a blast, honestly. When the box came and I was like, oh my god, it's here, did I get hosed? And like, it's almost like opening a big booster pack, right? Like, you have no idea what you're gonna open, and just shuffling through the cards. Once I saw Gravecrawler, once I saw Drolf's Messenger, I was just like, okay, this might not have been sorted through. So I don't know. Yeah, thanks for giving me your time, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you guys are interested in Flesh and Blood, I know I've talked about it a couple times, I'm loving it. So my enthusiasm about it is pretty high. But if you guys do like it, there's a video that I posted a couple days ago that is like maybe a week ago. I don't know when this is coming out. That's just like 10 likes on it. And if you guys do, I'll release the videos of the opening of the boxes of Arcane Rising, Welcome to Wrath, and Crucible. And they are just unlimited boxes, but still. Anyways, thanks for joining me. Have a good one.